it's Monday. Today I filled out like 14 job applications, so keep your fingers crossed that something comes of one of those. If you're like really hoping for me, then the escape room job I applied for, which I know doesn't pay as well as some of the other ones, but will be infinitely more fun. Hope I get that one. And now I am in downtown Orlando next to Lake Eola. I'm making my way to the Mezz, which is a place I've been only once before, and I'm going to see a new works series that they're doing. So it is a series of 7 10-minute plays that are supposed to be an interconnected storyline, and it's free because they're just trying to workshop and get some feedback on stuff. And you know, I love me some free theater, and also I think this will be a good experience and networking a little bit. So there you go, shows someplace in Orlando 2 days in a row. I'm inside the Mezz. Look at these lightings. Lightings? Yeah, that's a word. Look at the lighting. It's mesmerizing. See what I did there? Yeah, it was clever, right? Yeah. No, so we are here for the new works, and it's gonna be a good time. So it was a night of 7 plays, all based around the theme of birthday. And Ed wrote down most of the titles, and I didn't, because I don't remember things like that.
I did my best.
Okay, so the first one is called
Impending Existence.
Very enjoyable. Hey, wait, hold. All right, I got distracted by a bunch of people coming down. All right, so Impending Existence.
Yeah, new to existence. They were all 3 new to existence.
Yeah, so it's
some
babies.
Some had their own attitudes and some of them didn't have a clue.
And I loved it. So it's 3 babies on stage with 3 very different attitudes, just having a conversation. It was very entertaining and super funny, and I laughed at that one probably the most. The second show was called
What We All Wish For.
Which was a
Death.
girl, coming home to her apartment on her birthday to discover death was there waiting for her. And their resultant conversation, which was really entertaining. And that one was fun too, and it was like walked the line between, like, I would consider the first one like almost pure comedy. And I would say that this one had a little bit of drama, but also highly comedic. And my friend Alex was in that, playing a character named Alex, so that was fun.
Yeah.
The third one was called...
Hell is a Jukebox.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Like that.
Yeah,
I
think that's... so this was my favorite kind of 10-minute play, which is a last second turn. So versus the first 2 where we knew they were babies and also we knew it was death. This is about a guy coming to a cafe on his birthday. He has visited all 48 states in the contiguous US and is come to claim a prize in Memphis, Tennessee, where he grew up, for a jukebox curated by Elvis. And I'm not gonna spoil the ending because I'm hoping he'll stage this show, but he talks to the bar owner extensively about why he cares about the jukebox and what it means to him and his family, and she continues to, judge him on whether or not he's worthy.
Adam Delmedico did a great job too.
Yeah, that was a fun piece. All right, 4.
Birthday balloons.
So this is the piece that I had the most feedback on. It's another one with a last act turn. I think it's one that he's going to develop. Michael is the name of the playwright, by the way.
Michael Knight.
Yeah, I'll link to Generation Productions down there, so you should check them out. And so that one in particular was a lot heavier. He told us later that it's based on personal feelings. It is a guy celebrating basically his first birthday back together with his family and friends after he has gone through rehab. And there's a lot of, as Michael pointed out, Midwestern dancing around things. It was a fun piece, and it's one of the ones that I talked about the most. And part of the reason I talked about it the most in the talkback is because I love things where I can see the potential for growth, and I love to think about how to do things and how to change things, and I think that piece is phenomenal and has a lot of potential.
He has a great ear for a dialogue that he is talking to himself about.
Yes. Yeah, I would say that's true. All right.
Okay.
Next, 5.
Don't Forget About Me.
Oh, okay. So this is my favorite piece of the night. It starts with a woman sitting on a roof in a jacket and a police officer approaching her, and you slowly discover that she is strapped up with a bomb, and it's because her birthday occurs on the same day as a national tragedy. And she's tired of everyone on social media just talking about the tragedy and no one wanting to celebrate the good stuff because all they want to do is talk about the bad stuff. And so she decided that the best way to deal with it is to become her own tragedy. And you'll have to see it sometime or ask me personally at some point how it ends. But it was without question my favorite piece. I thought that the stakes were really good in it. I thought that the way it was delivered was good. I thought that it had a good couple of turns in the perspective of both the police officer and the person wearing the vest. And overall, just, it was really, and like very personal to me because I also get frustrated with people wanting to celebrate negative things instead of positive things. I have that problem with tragedies, like people wanting to talk mostly about tragedies. I also have a huge issue with criticism and people having this incredible desire to be as negative as possible about things instead of celebrating the things that are really good, like this play I just saw, which is really good. So I encourage people to celebrate positive things, and that was a big point of this piece, which is why I like it.
I love that she grew to accept her own personal tragedy.
Yeah, that's true.
Know? I mean, it's just like, she was wanting to celebrate, but it dawned on me, hey, there's a room for tragedy.
My arm got tired.
Okay.
The sixth one, we don't know the name of.
I think it was Cake Primary or something like that. Cake was in the
It is two Secret Service agents guarding a cake for the president so that it doesn't get poisoned, and it's a slapstick comedy.
Hilarious.
And it's dumb and it's funny, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it's a fun little piece, and like a perfect, like, light and carefree 10-minute show.
And Michael Knight
was in it himself.
He was one of the cops.
Talk about somebody hamming it up. Like, clearly he liked that script that he wrote because he had this ridiculous accent that he did in the whole thing, and it was just. And I'm gonna spoil the ending of that.
Okay.
The Secret Service agents end up poisoned, and when they drank the coffee, I already knew it was coming. And when he's like, poison. It was very enjoyable. And then the final show?
The final show was Reading On.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not my favorite show of the night, but it was probably the best. Like, one of the strongest pieces.
I liked it very much.
It is about a girl who has received, her mother has passed away, and her mother left her a series of letters for her birthday, and she's finally reached the last one. And this was great for two reasons. The play between, like, the conversations between her and her husband were very good. It mixed lighthearted and heavy moments very, very, very well.
Really?
The actors in this, in particular, are phenomenal. Clearly have a lot of chemistry with each other. Are they married?
I don't know.
Yeah, they maybe are.
Could be.
Okay, so here's the deal. They had wedding bands that were matching, which is either a costume choice that they happen to have or they're actually married. But their play was really, really
good spotting.
Their play back and forth was really fun, and I really enjoyed that piece for that reason. And the message of it was really good. I like that sort of dramatic tension, and it is, from start to finish, a very tight and very beautifully written piece. I mean, there's a reason that it was mentioned a lot less in the talkback, and that's because why talk about something that's already phenomenal?
Yeah. The finale just sort of sat right in your heart.
Yes, it definitely. It would also, like, good choice to end the show with that, I think.
One thing about endings, I think each of his shows saved a little chunk for the end. It had an extra twist or a hook or a nice little surprise,
which is what makes a 10-minute play really good. Yeah. So overall, I think Michael did a phenomenal job. I think that this new work series is awesome. You can submit a script if you have a script. Again, like I said, link down there to Generations. You should check them out. You should also check out the festival that they're doing. I think submissions for that close like tomorrow, so you maybe can't submit to that. But this new works thing, you can definitely submit to. You should check out all the things they do. I've seen several of their shows, and they do a great job.
I think it's also notable that the generation of the pieces.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Coming up to his birthday, he wanted to celebrate more than just the one day.
Oh, yeah.
And so each of the days, he got a bunch of suggestions, and he picked one and wrote a 10-page play that day. And then the next night, he did another one, and then the next night, so he got 7 plays.
That sounds like a really fun game. I want to play that game now.
His birthday.
I'll remember this next year near my birthday. Maybe for Christmas. I don't know. we always need more Christmas shows. Yeah.
I'll think of some suggestions for you.
So it has been a wonderful evening. I'm really excited that I came. Thanks to Ed for convincing me that this was worth going to.
I encouraged her.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm getting better at that.
You are. You're doing good.